Hey guys, my name is Spencer Kaufman. Thank you for watching these Deception Tips videos. They are all about teaching you how to read people and detect deception so that you will be able to tell if someone is lying to you. Today we are going to talk about a facial expression of deception. It is something that liars often do, and it's kind of contortion or twisting. They usually, if you watch the liar's lips, there's that old funny saying, how do you know if someone is lying? Oh, their lips are moving. They usually substitute someone with either like politician, how do you know men are lying? How do you know women are lying? How do you know your child is lying? Their lips are moving. That sort of thing. They always throw in some pronoun in there to accuse it on someone. But if you watch the lips, there's something that comes with that. You watch the lips, and it's a very, very popular place to tell whether or not someone is lying. If you remember, we talked about this a couple times ago in video number 32 with licking the lips, with dry mouth. Today we are going to continue on with talking about the lips in deception tip number 34. The lips of liars take on all sorts of positions. They may suck them inward, pucker them, bite their lower lip, or point the lip corners downward. So the important thing to note here is that their lips can take on all sorts of different positions. As we said, they may pucker them, bite them, turn the corners downward, whatever the case may be. Liars' lips tend to do funny things. Normally when people talk, if you've been watching me talk over the last minute or so, you haven't really seen much going on other than my lips are moving with my words. It's not like one of those old Japanese films where they talk and then all of a sudden their lips move and then the audio comes on and it's just all messed up and you have no idea what's going on. No, the lips usually move with someone's conversation. That is why some people can learn to read lips and then understand even though they can't hear them. However, liars' lips do all sorts of different things. They may bite them while they're talking. They may have one sucked in. They may pucker them up. They may go, something like that. They may, when they're thinking, they may suck on one of the lips. Sometimes they even puff them out like a chimpanzee. All kinds of different things. And it's done as a sort of a thinking gesture, or it's also called a pacifying gesture. Sort of like when we were little kids or babies. What did you suck on? A pacifier. So these gestures are called pacifying gestures or pacification gestures to kind of provide a little bit of comfort or pass the time, to give people something to do or to take their mind off. It's sort of like fidgeting. Why do people fidget? Well, to get their mind off of whatever's going on and to kind of detach them from the situation. Why do they want to detach? Well, because normal people do not like telling lies. So when they tell a lie, they do this pacification gesture to detach from something that they don't really want to do or they don't like doing. Now, oftentimes they're going to lie. It's for their own benefit, so they know that they maybe will want to do it and they're going to benefit from it, or whatever the case may be, or maybe they have to tell a lie. But it's not natural. It's not a good feeling that they have when they lie. So they want to distance themselves from that to help themselves feel a little bit better about telling the lie or feel a little bit more at peace with themselves with telling the lie. And that is where this pacification gesture comes from. They suck on their lips, they chew on their lip, they bite their lip, something like that, because when we were little kids, that's what helped us. That's what got us through whatever the tough time was with that pacifier. Now, this is usually seen in people who are more oral, which means if you go back to Freudian psychology, the oral type people, they have an oral fixation. Now you can either weigh into that or not weigh into that, but if you are weighing into that, pay attention to people who are more oral. Now whether that means they're smokers or whether they talk too much or whatever signs you want to put with that, then you can see if their lips, maybe they are the types of people that bite their lips more, and now whether or not that means that they lie more or they don't lie more. It could be one or the other. Maybe because they are more oral, then they bite their lips more and that's just a part of their natural cycle, the way their mind works. Or maybe because they're more oral, when they bite their lips, it means they're lying. That's up to whatever you want to put stake in with that Freudian psychology. However, when it comes to universal behaviors, when people bite their lips, suck on their lips, it's a pacification gesture that is usually done to help release stress and tension involved with telling a lie. But you will also want to look for more behaviors so that you're seeing a pattern or a cluster of behaviors along with that. So if this is your first time watching these videos, I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Feel free to leave any comments or questions on there as well. Also, we have tons of information available on SpencerKaufman.com. We have books, blog posts, podcasts, etc., all dedicated to teaching you exactly what every body is really saying. Until next time.